Hello, friends. Welcome back. This is week 3, day 4 of our 3-week mindfulness challenge. So let's go ahead and get started on today's topic of limiting beliefs. So, what are limiting beliefs? These are thoughts, beliefs, or opinions that are accepted as absolute truths and which limit you in some way. Some very classic stereotypical examples are girls aren't any good at math or boys don't cry. Now, these are simplistic examples, and limiting beliefs can be much more complex than this. But this gives you a good place to begin to jump off from in understanding what limiting beliefs are. It's important to note that not all limiting beliefs are negative. For example, you shouldn't steal. Is you shouldn't steal a limiting belief? Is it a thought, belief, or opinion that's accepted as an absolute truth? Yes. Does it limit you in some way? Yes. And so it is a limiting belief, but in general, it is accepted as a positive attribute to a stable society. Limiting beliefs can be about yourself, about the world, or about life in general. They often result from how you were raised, educated, and we're talking about formally at school and informally at home, and or your life experiences. Most, but not all, are formed in childhood. They often result in making poor choices. You'll try to avoid new things, and you often fail to reach your full potential. Limiting beliefs can also influence mindful living because most limiting beliefs are chock full of judgments and prejudices that we need to eliminate in order to live mindfully. So, how do you address limiting beliefs? Well, before we show the technique, why do we need to address limiting beliefs? And it is because it is important not only to you, but also to society. So, for example, here is a common limiting belief. And I'm using woman here, but it could be any subgroup of people. It could be a Black person, it could be a Jew, it could be a queer person. It can really be anyone here, but I'm using woman as a clear cut example. So, this is a way that limiting beliefs do limit society and affect us overall. You probably have heard some version of this in your own life. Something along the lines of, I'm a woman, and women's perspectives aren't taken as seriously as men's, so I will remain quiet on the issue. And while this may be true of society in general, it is often not necessarily true of the people you are with or the people that you commune with. They, on the other hand, know you as a person rather than categorizing you into this limited category. So start being a trailblazer for positive change by starting with those in your immediate circle. And this is the best way to begin addressing limiting beliefs. When you do identify a limiting belief, correct it. First, recognize that it is a limiting belief. For example, a teacher may say, "Oh, my students are horrible this year." That's a limiting belief. Correct that limiting belief. It is doubtful that all of your students are horrible. Students are all at different levels academically, and there may be outside influences impacting behaviors in class. Instead, you must try to be more patient and understanding without letting the students control you or your class. You're going to repeat this process over and over again until the limiting belief has been completely eradicated from your subconscious reactions. So, this doesn't happen overnight. These beliefs will continue to pop up again and again and again until you've fully worked through them and they no longer control you. And that's it for today's lesson. So, once again, I'd appreciate any help you can give to me either financially through a donation through PayPal or by helping spread the word to others about the wonderful and powerful benefits of mindful living and help introduce them to the process through this 3-week challenge and the resources available for you at livingminutes.com. Your mission today is to identify what your limiting beliefs are. Identify as many negative limiting beliefs as you can. Over the next week or two, note each time you have a limiting belief. Record these in your officer's log. Include your correction to the limiting belief. Then work on eliminating these as often as you can. Every time they come up, just work on it and try to um, annihilate it from your subconscious reactions. And that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. And as always, live mindfully now. See you tomorrow.